In this video, we will explore all the ways of making a rug in Live Home 3D. How to add a rug to your design. A lot of Live Home 3D users find themselves in a situation in which they want to add a rug to the interior design created in the program, but cannot find the needed item in the object library. Applying a certain material onto a floor or a wall doesn't work as desired. In such a case, the whole surface of a floor or a wall becomes textured, and not a specific part. So what should you do? To answer this question, let's explore the ways of creating a rug in Live Home 3D. To start working with the Building Block tool, switch to the 2D plan view and choose either the Building Block Rect if you want to add a rectangle or square rug, or the Building Block Poly if you need to create a rug of an arbitrary shape. Draw a rug with the desired dimensions. You can easily adjust them later. If you are adding a rug of an arbitrary shape, double-click on the rug to edit the contour by dragging the contour points in the necessary directions. You can also add or remove points to create the needed shape. Be sure to untick the Maintain Aspect Ratio option on the Inspector panel and set the height for your rug in the Object Properties tab of the Inspector. Now it's time to choose a texture for your rug by opening the Material Library and choosing the necessary material from the available samples in the carpets or fabric categories, or even using your own custom material for the rug. Drag and drop the material onto the rug and adjust the scale of the pattern using the Tile Transform tool if you need to. 2. Using the Floor tools. The Floor Rect tool is another fast way to add a rectangular or square rug to the floor surface. Switch to the 2D plan view and choose the Floor Rect among the building tools. Then draw a rug of the desired size in the necessary place on the 2D plan. Note that when using this method, the placement of the rug can only be adjusted on the 2D plan. A rug of an arbitrary shape can also be created with the help of the Floor Rect or the Floor Poly tool. Draw a rug of the necessary size on the 2D plan. Now you can adjust the rug's shape by using contour points. Right-click on the rug on the 2D plan and choose Edit Contour, or simply double-click it. Now apply a material to the rug using either any of the samples available in the material library, or you can choose your own custom material. Use the Tile Transform tool to adjust the pattern if necessary. 3. Using shapes. Adding a rug using shapes is quite easy. Open the Object Library and choose the desired shape. For example, if you need to create a round rug, choose a cylinder shape. Next, put the rug into the necessary place onto the 2D plan. Be sure to untick the Maintain Aspect Ratio option on the Inspector panel and set the height for your rug in the Object Properties tab. Now you can apply the material. If you need to create a carpet on the stairs, the Shape tool can also come in handy. Switch to the 3D view and choose the surface shapes among the available options. To form a carpet for the stairs, you will need to work with both horizontal and vertical shapes. Untick Glue By and Maintain Aspect Ratio options in the Inspector. Adjust the height, depth, width, and elevation parameters of each surface. Keep adding surfaces to cover all the steps with the carpet. Finally, you need to apply the desired material to a rug by dragging and dropping a texture from the material library. Ways of hanging a rug on a wall. Shapes or wall panels can be used to hang a rug on the wall in Live Home 3D with purchased standard features or in the free version of the app. You can work in both 2D and 3D view, but the 3D mode will be more illustrative for adjusting the dimensions of a rug. Firstly, we will describe the most convenient way of putting a rug on the wall, which is by using the 2D elevation view. This path is available for those who have already activated the Pro features. 1. Working in 2D elevation view. The easiest way to hang a rug on the wall is doing it in the 2D elevation view mode, available in the Pro version of Live Home 3D. First, select the necessary wall, either in 2D or 3D. Then switch to the 2D elevation view and use the Wall Panel tool available on the toolbar to draw the necessary panel. The shape of the panel can be adjusted on the 2D plan, and its thickness can be changed in the Object Properties tab of the inspector. Now the final touch is adding a material for your rug. You can find one in the carpets or fabric categories of the object library or import your own. The scale and position of the pattern or texture can be adjusted using the Tile Transform tool in the Object Materials tab of the inspector. 2. Working with wall panels. Open the Object Library, choose the necessary type of wall panel, and put it on the wall. The wall panel will automatically stick to a wall. Next, untick the Maintain Aspect Ratio option in the Object Properties of the inspector and adjust the height and width of the rug if desired. It's time to apply a material to the rug. 3. Working with shapes. The principle of working with shapes to hang a rug on the wall is quite similar to working with wall panels, especially if you use the surface shape to create a rectangular rug. So let's make an oval rug for a wall to see the features of the Shape tool. Open the Object Library and choose a cylinder shape to add on a wall. Pay attention to the Inspector tab. First, untick the Glue By and Maintain Aspect Ratio options. Next, adjust the elevation of your rug to put it in the necessary place. Now you can set the dimensions for the rug. To make an oval rug, the width parameter should exceed the height one, and the depth should be set to minimal in order to give the rug a realistic look. Add a material for the rug the same way as described before. Note that changing the scale of the material with the Tile Transform tool is not possible if you created a rug using shapes. Now that you've learned about all the ways of adding a rug in LiveHome 3D, you can create a unique custom rug that will be a great addition to your design.